There we go. Now. Much better. Alright. So, excuse me. Now I have to get all my sketches in order. Right. Totally took the wind out of my sails there. But with any luck, I'll be able to get everything all situated once again. Okay. So my design for Goofy that I'm going to be doing is going to be something a little more based upon how he looked in the late 30s and early 40s. Let me just... So Goofy had like a bit of a... Hello, Frivolous Aqua. So Goofy's head, a bit tall in the back. A little smoother in the front, a bit of a more of a straight line. Gets the job done. He's got a chin over there, and then there's the muzzle. The muzzle is gonna be probably the most difficult part for me to get right. But that's why we're going to take a few shots at this. Let's see, where was I? What was I talking about? Yeah, there we go. He had a bit of a big chin right there, and then the two eyes. Something like that. Let's see if we can take this concept and play with it a little more. So let's see, what were we talking about? Oh yes, we were talking about, before I had to restart everything, we were talking about Goofy's history a little bit. So Goofy started as a Mickey Mouse adjacent character. Initially not even named, although internally he was called the Goof. Then, as the years passed, people found Goofy to be very, what's the word? They found him to be very likable. And he got his own... So the first cartoon that was Goofy by himself, without anybody else, was in Goofy and Wilbur. Which was a cartoon about Goofy trying to fish with his pet grasshopper Wilbur. But the real breakout star for Goofy was 1940's Goofy's Glider. And Goofy's Glider was the beginning of what we like to call the how-to series, because it was him attempting to learn how to fly. It wasn't called How to Fly, but it would be the format for those kinds of shorts going forward. See, his head connects around back here. Yeah, this is going to take a few attempts to get this right, because there's some very specific things with Goofy to make him look right. It's about the shape of his muzzle. It's about how you place each individual part of him. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, that's right, I forgot. There were also a few shorts that were Donald and Goofy shorts without Mickey, which is kind of insane, but they realized after a while that Mickey just wasn't funny. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Mickey just was preventing the two of them from really being able to break out into their own. So they got rid of him. No, that nose is too big. We want it like a nice... Yeah, that's better. He's very similar in proportion to Pluto, because, you know, that's just kind of what dogs looked like. Although, if I remember correctly, Pluto was only 2 years before Goofy? I think Pluto was 33. I kind of like making Goofy look a little dumpy. Give him some extra hair in places where, you know, you wouldn't expect it to be. Yeah, there it is. And we'll put his tongue right there. And also, what was interesting is that Goofy would often wear different outfits in each short. Although the consistency usually was he kept his hat. And I'm not exactly sure what kind of hat it's supposed to be, but if I had to guess, it's an extremely stretched fedora. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It's a fedora. It's an extremely stretched out and unusual looking fedora, but it's a fedora. Alright, I'll take some cues from later designs for him. Hold on, we'll move the whiskers into different spots. See that you're drawing Goofy. Good eye. Maybe we'll move this back a little. Put it closer to over here. Sometimes they like to give him hair sticking out of his chin, too. Later, they got rid of these whiskers. Pretty much by the 40s, he had them. But I like them. Part of it, I imagine, was because of the amount of detail required. Was a little much. Hmm. Something doesn't look right. No, that doesn't look right. Can you guys see what I'm talking about with this? Something feels off, doesn't it? It's not just that he doesn't have ears. It's gotta be something with the way his face is shaped here. Oh, I know, I think. Hold on, let's back up. Move all that out of the way. Yeah. Okay. Now we've got just the mouth again. Get rid of the underside. Let's try to see if we can make it look nice without all that. And a big old tooth on either side makes him look sufficiently goofy. Let's see. Whiskers. Do we want to bother with them? Yeah, okay. We'll put 3 whiskers on this side. And then 3 on this side. It kind of looks like a mouse. I guess we'll hold off for the time being. How big should the head be? Actually, that should be one of my first questions. Alright, it should be about... Should be about here. Doesn't that seem small? What if I moved it forward a little so that it was, let's see, if it went perpendicular to the second bump instead of the first bump. I've often made the mistake of drawing the head from the chin, but no, it's his head goes from the muzzle. It also looks like later shorts would reduce the number of bumps Goofy has under his eyes from the bumps on the nose, rather, from 4 to 3. I think today he has 3. Let me take a look, see if I can find other examples. What's interesting with Goofy and Donald in relation to Mickey is that both of them got radical redesigns before Mickey did. They started changing how They started changing how Goofy's appearance worked in relation to, like, his eyes and the like. Ah, okay, hold on. I'm seeing something with the eyes akin to this. Oh, that looks better. That looks better. And hold on, I'm gonna make him look. I like making him look a little dumpy. So if you include the slightly closed eyelids from some of the earlier shorts. Maybe we'll even go further. Yeah, now that's Goofy. That's what Goofy looks like. Okay, let me just fix the size of the eyeballs. Sonic Team's Mickey had a long and skinny body, very small shorts almost exposing him, and his head is the shape of Goofy's nose. Sonic Team's Mickey? Sonic Team had their own design of Mickey? I don't remember Sonic Team developing any Mickey titles. I did a bunch of research on Mickey for the video I'm working on, but I don't remember any of that. Let me check this out now, because you got me interested. Sonic Team, Mickey Mouse. Not really, it was fan-made. Oh, it was fan-made. Okay. If there's any design of Goofy that I heavily dislike, there aren't many, but the one that I think I heavily dislike is the is the one from the late 60s and 70s, right? Where Goofy's eyes, instead of it, I hated when they did this. Hold on, let me show you an example. Alright, give me, instead of his eyes being like this, and then his muzzle kind of sitting over that, like that, they did this. And I'm like, no, don't separate the eyes like that. That's bad. Why are you doing that? They did the same. They're doing the same thing for Horace Horsecollar now, and I hate that they do that because this is ugly. I don't like this. And I'm like, oh, that looks so weird. That's not Goofy. Goofy's eyes are connected. Don't separate them. And that's still the design they use for the costume in the Disney parks. His eyes are still separated like that. It looks so bad to me, especially when you compare it to Pete. I guess if anything, it's not how we're used to seeing Goofy. Well, it was a very common design in between the 60s to the 80s. But I think what's worth knowing, though, is that he never looked like that in anything animated, really. It was only like this in promotional materials. So although some got close, well, actually, I found one commercial that used it. Interesting. It was the 60s. Yeah. Okay, that's a better look at it. They did something like, they did it kind of like this. Just pretend this is wider into... And I really don't like this. I really don't like when they separate the eyes like this. It's so, you know, of course I understand why some artists did it this way. This is what they did with Mickey, right? They took Mickey's eyes, which more or less were like this, and they made it like this. You know, they took the pupils and they turned them into their own set of eyes, but I don't know. I don't think it looks right on Goofy. I don't like that they added eyebrows. I also don't like when they add eyebrows to Mickey. I don't think Mickey should have eyebrows either. Yes, Max does have eyebrows. That has been consistent. And they've never really changed that, so, as far as I'm concerned, he's fine. Because his design was made with eyebrows in mind. They didn't add it to him later. But Max and Goofy clearly have completely different design philosophies given the age of both characters. What's interesting is that Goofy has those eyes with the eyebrows in Goof Troop. But he doesn't have it in a Goofy movie. But Max looks the same. So Goofy looks like how I think he's supposed to, but Max still has the remnants of that design from the late 80s. I mean, it's no surprise that part of the reason why they add eyebrows to them is because it makes it way easier to emote. Eyebrows have a lot of personality. That's too tall. Can I get a better look at the side and how they... Okay, yeah. It's more like it starts here. Sometimes the ears go over, and sometimes they go under. Let me see something more concrete here. That's it. Okay, that's Goofy. Something like that, I think. The ears start... Well, it's a little hard to figure out where the ears start on Goofy, but they start up here, I think. And you can't forget the little tufts, the little hair that sticks out of the ear. Really makes him look scraggly. Now let's see. Get the hat right. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe it didn't bend that much in the back. Maybe it's like... No, maybe not. Oh, gosh. Should I make this higher? Maybe I should. Oh, that's a little better. Putting the brow higher. Yeah. How far below his head do the ears normally go? About somewhere below his chin. Then the hat. The hat always gives me trouble. Oh, hello, Celeste. Hello, Wick. Got that Unova, excuse me, got that Alola on the brain, don't you? That's what I was missing. Got an autograph from the voice of Legoshi of Beastars fame. Ooh. How was that convention, by the way? Hello, Big Bex. Now, hat. How do we... Thinking something like this. Maybe too big? Well, the hat doesn't look so bad if you... Yeah, it doesn't look so bad if you draw the rest of it. But I think it's too big. Maybe a little too big. It's your first time seeing you. Well, it's my first time seeing you. Crazy how that works sometimes. Goofy's hat can be a little more particular than it would seem at first. Although maybe I'll go with something a little more inspired by the older stuff. Yeah, a more basic approach. I saw a live stream and you popped up. Well, that's good. More people should be seeing me. At least that's what I think. I'm an interesting guy. I got things to say. I got lots of things to say. It's just sometimes, you gotta pry it out of me. Okay, yeah. We'll work with that. I can see how I can see how his hat was born from a fedora, but it's really funny to imagine, like, somebody's fedora actually looking like this. The closest one I can think to is Sam from Sam and Max. I guess it's funny, too, because he's also a dog. Well, there's the face. And that is one decidedly goofy-looking Goofy. Now, the question is, what will the pose be? I think I'm gonna lean more into the dopey Goofy. You know, have him lean forward, half paying attention to you with an absent-minded wave. Maybe also shrink the eyes a little. Yeah, he looks just absolutely stupid, doesn't he? Sad that Mickey Mouse came public domain. Well, Mickey's not in the public domain. Steamboat Willie is in the public domain, as well as the Gallopin' Gaucho. You can do anything you want with the story or work of Steamboat Willie, including making your own version of the characters, but Mickey Mouse himself is still under trademark. Regardless, why are you sad that it went into the public domain? I know there's always going to be some idiots or some people just trying to make a quick buck who do something, you know, like make a horror movie or something. Because that's super easy to make. Horror movies can be made on, like, no budget. Nah, I think we'll just go with the little tiny hairs that just make him look a little dirty and uncouth. Yeah, that's more like it. There we go. I mean, think of all the different versions. Think of all the different versions of movies and books like Frankenstein or Sherlock Holmes or, you know, fairy tales like, I mean, there are so many Alice in Wonderland versions out there, and they all provide their own spin on things. They do something with the base ideas of those characters and then have fun with it. I mean, heck, a lot of Disney's movies are, well, a lot of Disney's animated films, especially early on, were all adaptations of public domain stories. There we go. Let's see. What do we want to do for underneath? I'm thinking, like, yeah, something like this. Like some Disney movies, but I'm sad that Blue Sky is taking away. Well, Blue Sky has been gone for a while. Yeah, true. Never was a big fan of most of their movies, but that doesn't mean obviously that doesn't mean that I want them to go away forever. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get, like, more of, like, a 1940s look here. Hands are tricky. Every artist will tell you pretty much forever that hands are tricky. But there are a lot of shortcuts that people use. Right, of course, how could I forget? Goofy's ears also do this. But since his whole face is, his whole head rather, is black, to watch the Kool-Aid live stream. Kool-Aid live stream? I didn't know Kool-Aid was doing live streams. Alright. What? Are they, like, announcing a new product? Yeah, right, that's my question. Kool-Aid live streaming? Sure, fine, whatever. What do I do with this? let's try a different thing. Actually, don't delete that. Keep that. But we'll work on it differently. Okay, hold on. Might be onto something with this one. A big appeal to Goofy's design is a big appeal to Goofy's design is just how lanky he is. Like, he kind of... Part of the reason he's so goofy is because his body's... He's got arms and legs that are way too long. Oh, gosh. What was it I was going to look up? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll make his ears longer. Seeing in this one that the ears go pretty much all the way down to his shoulder. Okay. I think maybe I'll shrink this. Nah, leave it as it was. Leave that one. Leave that one. So I'm trying to get... Yeah, nah, that's fine. Oh, well, it certainly does look tall. Maybe I can shrink it. There we go. Okay, yeah, there it is. I wonder if he should be holding something. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's try that, actually. Right. Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. Maybe I will erase this. Yeah, it's hidden behind. How would I approach this? Okay, this short does it a little differently from how I was expecting. They let you see, yeah, they let you see the back of his... Okay, they let you see the back of the sweater, or not the sweater, the vest. I almost said sweater vest. It's not even sweater vest, it's just a regular old vest. Okay. The vest should be tilting farther down. Ah, it's me, Jeffy. Is that your real name, Jeff? I wouldn't be just handing out my real name to people like that. Maybe this pose would look more dynamic if I had it bend backwards. Name is not Jeff. Jeffy, you got that from the official Super Mario. Oh, one of those. That's one of those YouTube channels that just makes a bunch of YouTube videos for kids using plush toys. I see. I'm somewhat familiar with them. Never really watched any of their content. Finally someone knows. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really like it, or enjoy it, or think it's good, but yeah, I know it. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go for straight lines here. SML certainly is a channel. Oh, there, yeah, true. It's a channel. Can't disagree with that one. It's a little too thick. We can move this to the back. Okay, that kind of works, yeah. But I always mess up on these closed fists where the thumb is. The thumb. Maybe a little farther down. Yes, maybe? Maybe this? Yeah, okay. We'll go with this. That middle finger is a bit too wide. I think I want to make it more evenly dispersed. So erase all the stuff on the inside here. Clean this up. Ah, there we go. Yeah, okay. So, off to the back here. Let's see now. Now, for what it's worth, I'm not going to be using all of this. In fact, I wager most of this will be off the sides, but you want to you just kind of want to make sure that you include as much detail as possible before you really get into it. No, that doesn't evoke. That doesn't read correctly. How would I do this? The way this is all gonna get cut off on the bottom, it's probably enough of a recourse for me to decide to do something else. We'll cut and put this into a different layer that we can get rid of. Yeah, we could just go for the more basic, just the more basic, like, he's just kind of walking when we catch him. Alright, yeah. Now you can see at this position how bad this reads. So we gotta fix that. Remixes from the 8-bit Big Band, these are good. A lot of them are, yeah. But the rest, a bunch of the other ones are from Insane in the Rain. Insane in the Rain is also great. I love Insane in the Rain's jazz remix. They're perfect for me, because jazz is king. I love me big band. Big band music. That's my style. Ooh, there it is. No, maybe not. And a nice... How do I get the shoulder to read? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh gosh, this is difficult for me. Hang on. Yes, there it is. That's it. That's what we'll do. All right. Of course, we could zoom in more, but I don't think I want to. I kind of want to show that he's tall. All right, let's start getting the colors in. Now, this is going to be a problem for me anyways. The amount of stuff with Goofy that changes over the years is kind of immense. The colors of his outfit changes constantly. That's like the #1 thing about Goofy that hasn't been consistent throughout the cartoons is what color is his outfit? Mickey and Donald settled on red and blue pretty quickly, but it took until around the 90s for Goofy to settle on having that orange shirt with the brown vest. But there are some other color schemes out there that I liked really more. However, What was consistent is the outfit itself. He always wore the vest and the long shirt with the hat. At least outside of his first couple of appearances where he only wore the vest. I don't want to do a black vest. I think I want to do a different thing. I mean, the green hat is iconic, but it came in lots of other colors too. So I'm trying to think, what color scheme would I want to use? Because, for example, in build posters, he has a green shirt with an orange vest, a patch on his right arm, and the hat is blue. But in Mickey's birthday party, he's got a green shirt with a yellow vest. In Goofy and Wilbur, he has an orange shirt with stripes and a brown vest. In Moving Day, he's got a brown shirt with an orange vest. So, I guess I just gotta pick one. Pick one that I like and run with it. I think we'll go with green shirt. We'll go with green shirt, orange vest. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Now I just need to figure out the color of everything else. I mean, his face and his neck are black. His head and his neck are black. The ear is black. The eyes are white. And his muzzle is a peach color. I'm trying to figure out how I want to layer all these colors too. I think I've got it. Yeah, okay. I think I know. Alright, let's start from the very bottom and work our way backwards up towards the top. So the bottommost layer gonna be that back sleeve. Yeah. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, yes, of course, the stabilizer. We don't want to get too wacky out there. Actually, do I even need to separate these? No. I don't. Okay, yeah. Here, we can make this work. And it'll simplify the process a little, too. The only thing I'm really worried about getting right is that muzzle, because there's going to be a lot of different shading. There's going to be a lot of different bumps and texture on that I want to make sure I get correct. But on the other hand, the actually drawing it should be easier because it's made of lots of smaller shapes that interconnect in a specific way. course, we gotta fill in all the details. Make sure to zoom in and take a look. Okay, yeah, it looks good to me. And from here, we can start working on the vest. Oops, make that its own layer. Goofy, yeah, that's Goofy. A goofy guy. Trying to just get the base colors in right now before I start working on the shading. This can be one of the more lengthy parts, but it's integral because the shapes are very important. How you play with the shading afterward is also very important. There we go. There we go. Nice vest curve. Hang on. Let me cover it up. Then we just, yep, fill that in. Fill it in. Merge. And now we've got some stuff we need to address. First of all, erase this. Got a little wild up there. We want it to, go under there. We don't want it to be that bad. And then from here, get the arm curve. Excellent. Excellent. So behind both of these, we're going to have the back end of the vest, which is very simple to get. So all I got to do is a nice curve like that. Simple. Okay. So above both of these, then, we're going to have the collar. Want to make sure those curves work. And the best thing is that since it gets cut off underneath all this and behind other stuff, we don't have to worry too much. Now, I generally try to avoid using black as most things, right? Because black is a color that's the darkest dark you can ever make. You can't make anything darker than black. So when you shade when you have something that's black, you got to be real careful about how you decide to color it. But in this instance, I'm gonna go ahead and use black for the face. And the head, rather. Also, the other problem with using black is that my reference disappears. And that usually means that I have to shade. Excuse me, and that usually means that I have to... Yeah, it usually means I have to change the color of my guide to white for a bit. Alright, so the things that are black here... Maybe you could make the black coloring translucent. I do that sometimes as well. But I don't want to lose myself in all that color, so I try to make sure that the black is as clear as can be. Sometimes I do that, though. I'll say that. I sometimes I do play around with the transparency. Alright, so for here, it's got the brows. Then we can curve this around. So who here has seen a lot of Goofy cartoons? Can anybody tell me their favorites? Because I'm very curious. I think my favorite is almost always going to be How to Play Baseball, and How to Play Baseball, Hockey Homicide, and Double Dribble. Those are my favorites. That's it. That's the one. Right. Cleared that all up. But now, for down here, gotta clean this. Oops. There we go. Now, this may look weird, and yeah, it does. But the important thing about this is you only need to draw, you usually only need to draw what people will be seeing. Don't go, don't go burning yourself out drawing more than what your audience can see. Kinda knew this would be an issue. Oh, come on, Goofy. Cooperate, will ya? 1 hour ago? What do you mean 1 hour ago? Goodness. Oh, come on. No, that doesn't work. You got 200 subscribers yesterday. Hmm. That's cool. What do you make? Is that gonna work? Come on, work with me here, man. Oh, come on. I'm so close to figuring out how this ear is gonna... I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Come on. You celebrate. You also made a community post about all of your collection. Your collection of what? And what do you celebrate? This one, that one was so close to getting it. What app is that? I'm saying because I love the drawing. I use Krita to draw. It's a computer program. It's very helpful. Provides me a lot of useful things. I've animated with it before, but I don't recommend using it as your main animation program. Oh, this is gonna kill me. This thing right here is gonna be the death of me. Junior premiere tomorrow at 12:15. At 12:15, I'll be getting ready for this, for my own stream. Tomorrow, I'm drawing Mickey. Come on. Oh, come on. Cooperate with me. Okay, yeah. This works. Let me just fix this. Kinda knew I should have put it on a different layer, but oh well. People never chat in your stream for a month? Huh? Sometimes I've been streaming for, gosh, this will be my 6th year. Sometimes I still don't get people streaming, talking in chat. See, you gotta provide, in order for people to stick around with you, you gotta provide them something. You gotta give them something, not necessarily that nobody else has, but something that you can do better. I'm streaming on Thursday really early. Well, I hope you have fun with that. I'll probably still be playing Spyro 3 then. There we go. There's the ear. Now, for the muzzle. Oh gosh, that took forever. Oh gosh, now it's time for the muzzle. Well, actually, we could do the eyes first. Let's do the eyes first. Happy first anniversary, Pizza Tower. Did it really release this? Really release today? Last year? Wow. Time flies. Oh. Oh, that's a nice... That's so nice. Oh, look at that. Getting playable noise to boot. That's true! I did see that. I'm not sure exactly how he'll be different because it looks like he plays exactly like Peppino. Which, I mean, fair, because if he didn't, then there just might be some things he couldn't do, unless they were intending on changing the level design, which I'm not sure if they are. Okay, good. I put this on the wrong layer, but it's something I can fix. Good, 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 good. tweet mentioned that details change, so may possibly account for difference in movesets. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense. There was also... I mean, there was also the earlier builds of the game where you could play as the Noise, and if I remember in those, the Noise had a pretty different moveset too. There we go. Above those goes the muzzle. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. At least I can stop, yeah, at least I can stop using the white now. Who knew this curve was gonna be another one that was gonna... It's gonna kill me. Please, just get this. There we go. No, not quite. There we go. Yes, perfect. And we get some nice bumps on the muzzle. Big bump here. Perfect. Huh. Looks a little gross. Just give me a second. Okay. What's left? Oh, the nose. I'm gonna make that black too. Perfect. And then we... There it is. we just gotta fill it up. So what's left? I think there's just the hat. And then we can go into the colors. Oh, the teeth. The teeth. We gotta do the teeth. Alright, one of the teeth will go above. Because I actually need to move it farther left. A little farther left, not crazy too farther left. So you can see right here, we want to take this. Nah. Make it a little harsher than that. There we go. Okay, that works, yeah. And then we just gotta make sure that this is consistent with both ends. Okay, we got close. Hold on, we're close. Now we just gotta make sure that the other one lines up. There we go. And the other one goes behind. Oh. There it is. Now, the only thing left is the hat. Easy enough. Make that a brighter blue. Something like, yeah, like that. And that goes behind the head. So that would be up here. Simple. Easy. Oh my gosh, so easy. So perfect. Oh, molto bene. So for those of you who are new, I want to say welcome. I'm glad you guys all decided to stop here today. I actually draw toons every Friday. Toons like myself. Well, I don't draw myself, but I'm a toon. So I want to pay homage to all the fellow toons that have made all of our lives more full of laughter, joy, entertainment, adventure. They made us cry. They made us laugh again. They're real special. Well, we're all very special. So next time you see a toon in town, say thank you. Alright, we've got all of the base colors in, which leaves us with the eyes, the mouth, as places that we have to add additional basic color. And then we can start doing the shading to differentiate between points of interest. And then we can get into shading in earnest. Kind of a few steps. But it'll be worth it, or it should be worth it, because it will look good, or it should look good. Because if it doesn't look good, then, well, I really don't know what I'm going to do with myself at that point. Okay. Knife. So let's add the mouth. Let's see. Now I gotta kind of play a little loose with the colors I use here, but I tend to have a go-to color that I use for mouths. Hold on, let me turn this. Ah, see, because we gotta account for the changes I made. Bend it a little further. That's better. Yes, okay. Then get a nice pink tongue on the inside. I'm wondering how I'm gonna do the spots on Goofy's face. Goofy's got a lot of little spots. These little circles, right? They're like indications of whiskers. Almost. And I'm wondering, should I just draw that in with the black hard brush? Or should I try something else? And then from here, we put the tongue on top of that. Okay, now for the eyes. Number one thing we want to get with the eyes is the eyelids. Let's see, what color should these eyelids be, now that I'm thinking about it? Maybe like a beige-ish or a brown or something? I guess I could play with whatever color I want, because it seems like this one wasn't really exactly consistent. But I think I like this color. Yeah, I like this color. And do the same thing for the second one. Perfect. And now for the eyes. I always got to be a little careful with these. You don't want the eyes to be too large. Ah, now that's starting to look a little more like that handsome guy we know. Right, where does that leave us with? Oh, hold on. This eye's a little small. We want to make it... I think... Yes! That's like the perfect eye shape. There it is. Maybe I should... Hold on, this back eyelid... Hold on. Does this look better if I do it like this? That looks a little better. Yeah. Okay. So now we have to do arguably the most annoying part of all of this. And it's the part that takes me, that gives me the most grief. So, because this is a lineless style, you still kind of need those areas of separation. Especially when it comes to, like, Goofy. And Goofy, his face is quite wrinkly, as you can see. When we up the... See, all around here, there's wrinkles. I have to go in and add a shader to each of these. And that will allow us to see things like his mouth in place. Maybe we'll start with the simpler ones. Because the only thing I'm thinking right now is, yeah, the area around the neck, it looks pretty basic, so we'll do that. We'll do that first. There's only a few here with the green that we gotta mess with. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's it. And then up here with the hat, we'll do the hat. And then we'll do the face. It's okay. It's alright. We'll manage. First thing I'm going to do is we got to decide what color is the darkest dark on this going to be. I think that's it. These have to be the darkest darks for that color. Because if they're not, then we lose the... What is it? We lose the color that we need here. The color gets lost in all the other things we're trying to do with the shading if we don't do this right. Goofy looks so ridiculous. He doesn't look the right kind of silly with his mouth that small. Okay, so we've got that, and now we got to do the same thing up here with the turtlenecky thing. Oh man, you know what? I'm thinking about what I'm gonna have to do. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna have to do for the for the background. There's a couple different things we could try. Hey, wait a second. I'm just realizing that there is a color here that's not filled in properly. There we go. And then rinse and repeat for this one. Ooh, I'm noticing I forgot to fill in that part of the ear over there. There we go. Okay, so we've got the basics there taken care of. Everything else will be taken care of when I go in for the shading proper. Let's get the hat. Whoops, gotta go on the... There it is. then go in with the cleanup tool, I'm going to call it. So yeah, it differentiates between the front and the back. Now, all we got to do is get the face. Oh boy. There's going to be a lot of these. Where shall we start? I'm thinking... Get the important one. The big one. Yeah, the big elephant in the room, which is the big smile that goes all the way from up there to down there. That's close. Can I move it? Ooh, hold on, this is gonna be a tight squeeze. There we go. Excuse me. And now we've got this whole side ready to go, which is great. Hang on a minute. Is that actually there? Okay, it seems to be gone. Right. Oh. More of the mouth that I didn't catch. Good. Good. Then from here, it's simple. Hold on. Let me... Alright, so somewhere around there. Okay. Now we're getting a little closer to seeing Goofy's actual visage in there. Oops. There we go. Okay, so for some other small ones, there's this one down here. Okay. Nice clean cut, and then another one right over here. And pretty soon, we'll have everything in line for the big boy shading that's going to occur. Just need to get this into the right position. This is too big, of course. Gotta clean it up a little bit. Okay, and then now... Then, at the top, we've got 1, 2, 3 little bumps we have to account for. Huh. This is making progress, which is good. Although, I don't want to... The angle is wrong. What if I did this without the guide? Just pure vibes. That might be better. And it is. Okay. Do the second one. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Okay. Erase all that. One more bump. Oh, wait a minute. There might be another one. Depending on how this one works. Oh, and that one down there. Okay, yeah. No, we got a little more. A little more after this. Nice. Easy bend. Ah, there we go. Ha! He looks like himself already. Alright, now there's just the matter of this corner off to the side. Says 2 hours now. Yeah, sure does. I mean, that's time passing for you. Even when you're not paying attention, things continue to change. And there's nothing any of us can do about it. And that's the worst part. Okay. Nice. Is there anything else I want to get to before I start shading wholesale? I think that's everything. And the rest we'll probably see as we go along. Alright. Let's start at the bottom and start working our way up. Start with the shirt. Want to get a nice... Yeah, a nice even covering. Don't want it to be too much. And from here we can also get some shading from the... Oh, also, it's important to pick where your light is coming from. Mine generally comes from top to bottom in the direction of the opponent's eyes. Gotta remember to have a nice balance of the darker shading with the highlights that you get to later. Nice. Yeah, hold on. Smooth that out. And then just the slightest hint of a shade on the left and the slightest hint of a shade on the right. Clean that up, and then we smooth out the insides. Maybe a little more applied over here. Okay, so it may seem like overkill. It's a little bit overkill, but the important thing is to just have these in place. And you know what? Maybe if we added a little bit of another color inside. What if we played around with adding blue? That's not bad. And then from here, we can then go in for the highlights. Yeah, that's not bad. But now I'm seeing that we've got a little bit too much here. Just play around with it, there we go. Get the colors to blend nicely. that, we can go in with one of my favorite little tidbits to do, and that's adding a white shine to the side, because it helps differentiate the shapes, it frames it decently, and it helps make it seem a little more like 3D. Make sure you get it situated correctly. Maybe not in there. We can put it on the sides, though. Maybe erase a little of this, too. Because from this perspective, all of this should be... Yeah. From this perspective, all of this should be, like, here. Excellent. Look at that. The way the arm fits. Oh, it's great. Since I'm here, let's get the other green thing, which in this case would be this. Get all that shade. This one's going to be simple by comparison, anyways. A little closer in. Now we can see how an example of the dark not being dark enough can mess with it, because why is this should not be darker than what's underneath it, right? And I made a mistake, however, I can still fix it. Gently try to fit it in. And the goal we have here is to try to balance it all out. And a nice... There we go. We're seeing it again. Look, the darker color there. What's it there? Yeah. Just a little bit. Try not to overdo it. Try not to overdo it, but... Okay. And then on the neck area, have a bit of a brighter color. Oh, hello again, Celeste. Something a little bit more peachy. Not peachy as in the color, but peachy as in brighter. Oh, thank you for saying Goofy's looking good. Yeah, I'm working hard on this one, trying to make sure everything flows well. I still have to get those Mickey cartoons for tonight. But that's okay. I have fun looking through them and trying to pick some of my favorites. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Alright, now it's time for the vest. I don't want to get too invested. Nice. Ah, that makes it flow a lot better. Gosh, Goofy is so fun to draw in some ways. I love drawing this real dopey Goofy from the late 30s. I think he just looks really, really, really funny. He's so charming too. Excuse me. Oh, since I'm here, get this one in the back. What color do we want to use for the highlights in here? Didn't know that you could request music. Oh, yes, you can. We only have 2 rules. Nothing from, like, an artist. I don't want copyright claims. And despite how I look, don't put in Cuphead. I've gotten in trouble for Cuphead before. I'm just trying to do it in a way that gets me the least in trouble. Oh, okay, cool. Throw in whatever you like, as long as it's within those rules. Alright, shirt and vest are all ready to go. Now let's get the... what do we do? Muzzle first? Actually, let's do the hat first, because I'm sure that's going to be simpler. Just kind of get that out of the way. I'm now realizing that there's actually a part of the face that I need to go over with some shading again. But we'll worry about that when we get to the head. Famously, characters who have black as their main color are annoying to shade. Especially in animation. I mean, they had to do a lot of work to get Daffy to function sometimes. Oh, what is this? This sounds so familiar. Oh, Danganronpa. By the way, Toontown Rompa Part 3 is coming out soon.
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is all that remains of a once powerful Showtime.
Who is this they're talking about?
Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. He is all that remains of a once powerful Showtime. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2. He is all that remains of a once powerful Showtime.
Maybe it's talking about Goofy. He is all that remains.
On the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2.
Hey Celeste, when you went to that convention today, did you cosplay?
3. He is all that remains of a once powerful Showtime. Right now, you're on the threshold of an amazing adventure. Showtime. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3.
All right. This one should be very easy. Because there's nothing but this little tiny patch of orange. Kirby based. Oh, shoot, now I'm unironically saying based. The internet has ruined my vocabulary once again. Now I keep saying stuff that's deplorable. Alright, let's shade the head first. We'll do the ear later. There's a very important thing I want to do on the head. I want to get this. Okay, and then from here, hold on, I have to fill that in because it looks like we missed some spots. There we go. This allows us to differentiate one shape from another. Oh, you can have up to 2 songs in the request bot if you want. Do-do-do. I did it on the wrong side again. There we go. And from here, we can now start shading the rest of this in earnest, and which we're mostly going to be doing through the form of highlights. Like this. We got to make sure we're doing it correctly. Don't want it to appear too bright. Come on, a little clearer. There we go. Essentially what I'm trying to do here is get a nice indication of shape and color in some of these areas. Just making it feel like it really exists in a 3D space. Most of that's going to be from shading the exterior. Who knows? Maybe I can make it work. Now the ear is gonna just kind of be in the way no matter what. That's fair. At least for the time being, we'll leave that in a specific way. We're gonna have, so after I get this all situated, we're gonna basically smudge the ear so that it's contingent rather. Oh gosh, so that it works with the rest of the head. Oh, and the neck. Can't forget the neck. Generally speaking, this should be fine. Alright, now let's try to get the ear. Guess since I'm here, I should also try to get these in. Hold on, I'm looking at this and seeing... Did I forget to... I guess I didn't color it in properly. There we go. Oops. Ah, that, yeah, that little, the little bit of white in the front really helps sell it, I think. Okay, so now I'm seeing this. We need to work on smudging that. There we go. Have to add some kind of differentiator. There we go. The lightest differentiator I can get. Oh, and I guess I also forgot to put this over on here. Yeah. We want, yeah, that's what we want. The light there. Let me try to smudge this one again and see if I can get something. There we go. That looks a little nicer. And then another one up here. There we go. Whew. And now we've got that, we can shade the nose, which is all the same kind of thing, although it's way easier on the nose because we don't have anything in front or behind of it to worry about. Something in there that we need to fill in with color. Okay. Whew. Good, good, good. It's all well and good, except this is still bothering me. I tried to pretend like it wasn't bothering me. Hold on, hold on. The only recourse I have for this is to go back down to it and, in the lightest way possible, smudge it. Or just repair it. Okay. Now let's get the eyes. Or maybe give this one another go. Okay, cool. And from there to the eyes. Let's start with getting the eyelids. There we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that handsome? And of course, right down the middle, we've got to have the ever so important. Hang on. Wrong color. Do the same on this side. Nice light dusting. And go in with this. To really mark the differences. Maybe even darker than that. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. There we go. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I think that's fine. And of course, the ever so important there we go. One in the front. Make sure we have the correct color filled in. There we go. Alright, now that we're here, we can start shading the eyes properly. Oh, but wait a minute. Hold on. I don't want... Oh, I know. There's something with the lid. points that I want to make sure I get. On the underside, I'll make sure that I hit the underside of the lids properly. Because there's a little bump. There's a little tiny bump. Yes, that differentiates the whole thing. It helps. I think so, anyways. Alright, well, now that we've got that, we can work on the eye. The eye, I traditionally shade it with a little hint of blue. Just for color. And I usually end up overdoing it. But that's fine too, because you can fix any mistake. Mistakes are fixable. And another one. Down to the side. Nice clean one over here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Get the eraser out. Don't want to go too hard. Ah. There we go. Oh, isn't that nice? Big cleanup here. Trying to make sure we don't overdo it. Oh, that's better, actually. Just make it blend better. For the eyes themselves, I usually don't do much because we want the black, right? We want the black to stay there. But sometimes I go in and I just kind of do this. Just a light dusting. And that just gives it the little tiniest bit of depth. Probably a better way to do it, not make eyes look so vacant. You know, I've tried some other ways. But this one has been working for me for a little bit. Sometimes I leave the eyes just pure black, sometimes I don't. Okay, so do I want to do the muzzle yet? Nah, we've got the issue of the teeth first. Let's see. There's the first one. Unlike the eyes, I don't shade them with any blue in teeth. I leave those as pure white. Not exactly certain why I feel that looks better. I think I just find it does for me. I also don't want the teeth to look hard, so I'm not going to be, you know, we don't want it to look like there's a hard side to it, even though it kind of has one. I don't want it to look like it's super rough. So we're gonna just play it. We're gonna play it a little. We're gonna put in the color a little harsh, but we're gonna make it soft enough. Gives the inclination of a of depth. Alright, same thing for the other tooth. But that one's behind. Yeah, there we go. And then a little bit of the white stuff. A little bit of that shine on the edge. Perfect. Now all we gotta do is get the muzzle, which traditionally has some of its own challenges. But nothing I can't fix. Nothing I can't handle, I should say. A lot of this stuff I honestly kind of go based off of vibes. You know, I kind of feel for the color. I kind of feel for the shading. Just in general, you kind of know where the shadows lie. And you just kind of want to get a feel for how that rests. Nothing crazy. But every once in a while you do kind of get crazy. So you can see here I went a little nutso, but that's okay because I can fix this. Here, we want to go crazy with the color down there. We want it to be smooth. Yes, of course, we've got this. Get rid of that. That color's not looking so hot. Maybe we could try a bit more of a red. Oh, that looks better. Yeah, that's much nicer. Nice. Clean curve. Messed that up a little, but that's okay. Seems a little dark for what's behind it, but I haven't actually shaded the tongue yet, so we want to be sure we're not going too crazy sometimes. And of course, for the shadows of the nose, Now that we got all of that, we can add a bit of lightness to some of these parts. Not that light, maybe more of like an orangish. Try it again. Not light enough. Excellent. And from here, we can do the nice. Yeah, there we go. Nice whiteness shading. The rim lighting. Rim lighting, that's the word. We're not done yet. Got one last thing to attend to. And that would be the tongue. Firstly, we gotta get the ridge of the tongue in there. So, getting this color in. I'm gonna erase it. And then now we get the rest of it. And then in the middle of the tongue, of course, we have the two highlights. Maybe I should make this back part darker. Yeah, and then of course we've got the mouth itself, but you can barely see what's in there. So all you gotta do is just give it a little bit of color difference. And now we're at the question I was asking earlier, which is, how do I handle the whiskers and little spots? I think I have the answers for both. For the little spots, I'm gonna do this. Whoops. Maybe it should be... That looks a little better. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now I just gotta go back and look at my reference material one more time. See where they generally put these. on top of those, we've got the hair. And one more for good measure up here. And there's Goofy. Oh my gosh, I haven't saved. Well, good thing it didn't crash on me. Maybe I'll just put them behind instead. Yeah, they look better that way, I think. Now for the background. What will we do? Honestly, could be probably anything, but I want to see... okay. Yeah, let's try that. Big ol' blue sky. And then in front of that blue sky, we've got some mountains. Should be about this color. And then on that mountain, we get a very basic shading. Okay, in front of that mountain, we're gonna have more stuff. Oh, never mind. Something like... yeah, something like this color. Nah, more blue than that. Okay, that works for me. And this stuff gets a nice shade as well, but not as harsh. And in fact, instead of it being above, this one goes below. And then in front of those, we've got some more greenery. Fill this in too? I think we've got it. Nice. Yeah, get those trees looking the way they should. We'll take it like this. Whoops. think one more should be these green, blue, dark brushes, dark bushes. Okay, I think we've got it. Let me get the trees one more time. Okay, yeah, I think that's it now. Can I make the sky more blue? Oh. Oh. Good thing I caught this before posting it. Hang on. There we go. And that's Goofy! Looks so good. I mean, I'm impressed. Well, thank you, Tyson. Heavily appreciate it. Now, let's see. How to sign it and what color? Okay, red. Wait, that's not what I should be putting on there. Nope, hold on. Do it again. Actually, no, that's not bad. And one over here. Easy peasy. And from there, we go into the white. We'll leave it like that. Maybe it's... Maybe it's best I just... Maybe it's best I just signed it normally, huh? That works too. Don't get too fancy with the signatures, I guess. There we go. Alright, well, that's Goofy. This one was fun. It was very interesting to interpret the shapes and try to get them to position themselves the way you want them to be positioned. Let's head back to the workshop, huh? What? Oh, jeez. Get those out of there. Don't know what they were doing. But in any case, this one was a fun one. I'm happy you guys decided to sit here with me and experience this. Next time, tomorrow, we'll be drawing Mickey Mouse because he got first place. Tonight, we're actually watching Mickey cartoons in the Discord server, so be sure to check that place out if you haven't already. And then once we get to Monday, we'll be playing Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. So, hey, wait a minute. Isn't this also the Year of the Dragon? What Year of the Dragon? Well, this year is the Year of the Dragon. Kind of. Not until February. But still, Year of the Dragon. Well, that's very coincidental. I thank all of my co-pilots for helping me through this lovely flight today. We'll be back tomorrow with more fun. If you liked what you saw, be sure to follow and subscribe and all that good stuff. I'll be seeing you guys later. Have yourselves a very good afternoon. And, that is all, folks.